Well, step number 7 is to take the trailing edge and place it on the plans and make sure that you line up the 1/8 inch notches with the number 1 and number 2 locations on the plans, or number 1 and number 2 rib locations on the plans, and then align the outboard edge or the end of that trailing edge with the number 4 rib. And then you put all the ribs into the notches and then you start gluing. Well, the problem is that the trailing edge that I've got in my pack, at least both of them are the same size. Here they are both together, um, end to end, and you can see that these are the 1/8 inch notches, by the way, and I've measured them, so I know that they're 1/8 of an inch. Um, so you can see that they are 1/8 of an inch. I'm hoping you can read that, but they are. And if I line up the 1/8 inch notches with the number 1 and number 2 ribs, which is right there, and you can see that the number 3 ribs line up with their notches, and there's an extra notch on the plan here and here. I'm not sure what they're for. And this notch even lines up with the number 4 rib. But the problem is that on the plans, this trailing edge is supposed to end. I get my camera out of the way. That's the plan for the trailing edge right there. And if I lay it on that plan so that it lines up with the notches for the number 1 and number 2 ribs. There's the number 3 notches, all the notches, and you can see right there where that trailing edge is supposed to end, but it keeps going. Now, the only thing I can really assume is that this trailing edge is part of a few different packs that have the same kind of trailing edge on it, and that maybe just for this kit they don't cut that edge off, but I don't want to assume that and start cutting things and not be able to undo that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for the night. I'm going to post some pictures in this video on the forums, and I'll see what kind of suggestions I get. Now you'll notice there's some grayed out area on this trailing edge. That's just for showing you what to discard if you're going to do the clipped wing version of the Cub, which I'm not. I'm going to do the full wing version. So I'm going to cut off this video and then post it on the forums and see if I can get some suggestions about what I should do. I mean, I can put it in the miter box and easily cut the thing at a 90-degree angle. I just don't want to cut something, and then having to be trying to find the board stretcher to put it back together. So, at any rate, that's what I'm going to do, and I guess I'll